Hey everybody, welcome back to another Fitness Friday with Alicia Elizabeth. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are a returning thickie, hey boo hey, you're looking good if I do say so myself. Today is August 20th, 2020, and this is Fitness Friday number 22. You will get another Fitness Friday tomorrow. If you've been following this channel, you know that I hate missing my Fitness Fridays. And so last weekend, or this past weekend, my mother got married. And during the week leading up to her getting married, I feel like I was just busy and also just kind of like preparing my mind for school. So no video was uploaded. But for record purposes and commitment, consistency, and things of that sort, I just cannot allow us to roll into Friday tomorrow without having posted a Fitness Friday. So this is going to be a really quick video, and I actually got the idea for this video. I have my topic for tomorrow because it's a little more extensive. I swamped them. Today's check-in on my Instagram, which if you're not following, it's at Thick Educator. I said that I was really grateful for my accountability partner, and I realized that a lot of us don't have accountability partners for various reasons. Sometimes it's because we're very private about our fitness journey. Other times it's because we don't have people who are on the same journey as us, and so maybe they're not as committed as us, or they are our friends, and so they don't actually keep us accountable, or their commitment is just as short-lived as ours, depending on the season that we choose to start working out. And then sometimes we just don't know anybody who wants to be our accountability partner when it comes to our health and fitness goals. And so this video is 5 reasons why you should have an accountability partner. I don't want to say you need to have an accountability partner, but maybe I should say 5 reasons why it's super beneficial to have one. Okay? So let me just make a quick disclaimer and tell you all that I am probably one of the most private people you will meet, believe it or not. And I hate thinking that I'm a private person, but I do know that there are some things that I just care not to openly share. If you don't ask me, I won't tell you. And that is an area that I am working on. I still don't believe everything needs to be disclosed to people who are not in intimate relationship with you, but then there are some things that I feel like you should not protect as if it's life or death, right? And so I talk a lot about how years ago I lost 60 pounds, and just for story purposes, I remember losing that much weight in the relationship that I was in at the time. One, he didn't know how much I weighed. I never told him how much I weighed. I actually didn't tell him how much I weighed until after I got out of the relationship, and maybe once I lost 60 pounds, because I was struggling both physically with my weight and emotionally with accepting it and not understanding my worth and my value of who I was, and equating it to how much I weighed. And so just a hot mess, right? So I was really private about it. He knew I was doing Weight Watchers after I told him, which was probably during the middle point. But like when we were dating for a while, I didn't tell him I was doing Weight Watchers, probably because it had like this Jenny Craig, which was taboo, I guess, years ago. Like, oh, you're doing Jenny Craig. And so I had a lot of shame around needing to lose weight, wanting to lose weight, and how I was going about it. And so fast forward to 2020, and I am an open book. I still am not forthcoming with my weight in this space or in a lot of spaces now, not because I'm ashamed of it, because if you ask me, I will tell you how much I weigh, but because I have now decided to diminish this number on the scale and focus more on mindset and behavior when it comes to weight loss. And so that was a roundabout way to tell you all that years ago, I didn't want an accountability partner. I didn't see the need for one. I am someone who, when I have a goal, I will attack it aggressively. And so anybody who's not in the same vein as me kind of becomes a distraction. And so that can be problematic. Like, I don't think I would make the greatest accountability partner. I'm a good person to check in with, but like, I doubt I'll check in on you consistently unless you are meeting this goal with the same intensity as me, right? So I'm just sharing all this stuff with y'all. Y'all probably like, get to the topic. Anyway, here are 5 reasons why and how accountability partners are super beneficial. I keep switching the phone between both hands because you're not on my tripod. Thought I'd be a little cozy with you all. So number 1, my list is in front of me. Accountability partners help you remember your why when you forget. And then this is a double point. They also force you to have a why. 9 times out of 10, when you're doing a fitness, anything with someone, at some point you all are talking about why you want to lose weight, what you're looking forward to once you drop the weight, right? So for some people, when it's a short-term goal, it's like, oh, I can't wait to look good on the beach. Or, oh, I can't wait to look nice in my wedding dress. Or, I can't wait to lose my little pouch. Or whatever your reason is, right? I just named a few of my girlfriends and I's conversations. Also, when someone is trying to lose weight, they tend to share what their goal is. And so naturally, you're going to think of like, why am I doing this? But when you forget your why, your accountability partner will absolutely pull it out of the toolbox when you're slacking and say, how are you going to get into that dress if you keep doing X, Y, and Z? Okay. Number 2, accountability partners will be motivated when you are not. So I guess I didn't say this, but I do have an accountability partner now, and I will absolutely let you know that on days that I don't want to work out, he is like, get up. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like laying down. I thought it was obvious. Maybe it's not. But nonetheless, never have we experienced a time where I am not feeling the workout and he's not feeling the workout. It has always, to this day, been like a seesaw. So one of us is struggling and the other person has woken up, they've drank some water, they've worked out, they're ready to kill it. And so now their motivation is able to trickle over and inspire and encourage the opposite person, the other person. Rarely do you both find yourselves unmotivated. And I think it's because if you're really good accountability partners, and you're really serious about the goals that you all have set and shared with one another, you're going to, more often than not, you're going to be invested in meeting those goals. Versus if you go into it like, I want to lose 5 pounds. I want to lose 2 pounds. You're more likely to be like, if I don't, I don't. If both of you come in like that, then there will be many times where you're both like, let's go to the buffet. Okay. Number 3. All right. If my accountability partner chooses to watch this video, he's going to throw this in my face. So I hope that he doesn't. But having an accountability partner actually fosters positive and healthy competition, not with each other, right? I am an accountability partner with a guy. He is going to lose weight at a different rate than I am. He's going to be working on different body parts than I am. I want to build a booty. He's trying to tone his booty. I don't care to have 6-pack. He might want a 6-pack. I'm not working on my tricep. I think it's my tricep. I don't know. I'm not working on my chest area the way he would. Like, we should not be competing against each other. However, when we're both in the stage of trying to burn weight, right? Lose weight, move the scale, it might get a little competitive. Like, how many pounds you shedding this week, man? And what are you eating? What are you doing? And what's helping and what's not? And as long as you remember to see your accountability partner as someone who is aiming for their own personal goal, you will be inspired and motivated in a competitive nature based on their intensity of attacking the goal. So when him and I are weighing in and he's hitting, minus 4 or 5 pounds, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to beat myself up if I only lost 2 or 3, but I got you next week. It's nice. Okay, it's nice. Our starting points are different. Our ending points are different. But this little competition between us on a weekly basis helps me to put the cookie down and to pick the salad up. Okay? Look at the time because your girl has to go to work. All right, number 4. Accountability partners offer you 2 times the brain power. So instead of you trying to figure out good recipes and good healthy nutritionist things to eat and snack on and exercises to do and workout takes to find, you have 2 brains on the duty. I remember telling him one day, I'm like, oh, I'm experiencing some pain in my abdomen. And I'm like sharing with him what's going on. And he's on the phone and I didn't even know he was doing this. He's Googling, Googling the pain. And he's like, oh, it looks like you have this going on. You need to do this. And what would have taken me maybe 45 minutes to an hour to sit down and process because I was uncomfortable took 5 minutes because he helped. He tapped in. When I'm going to the grocery store and I'm like, I don't really have a taste for anything, based on consistency of talking and sharing what I'm eating. He's like, well, you really like tacos, or you really like shrimp, or maybe you should do this, or I noticed you go to Chipotle a lot. Why don't you make a Chipotle bowl? And, I know you like these kind of drinks. 2 times the brain power. Okay? And lastly, number 5, intimacy is built and your vulnerability ability is strengthened. As I told you all in the beginning, I was not someone who was keen on sharing my weight, how much I was losing, what I was doing, areas that I was uncomfortable with my body. But having an accountability partner means exploring these different topics to discuss because they need to know. If I was to lie to him and be like, oh, I'm not trying to lose any weight, but you're frustrated every week when you step on a scale, explain to me, what are you trying to lose weight or not? Are you self-conscious about your mid area? Because if so, let's look at some exercises to help it. It is a very intimate place which demands vulnerability, which is a skill set that is transferable not only for your fitness goals, but for other areas of your life. And so those are my 5 reasons as to why an accountability partner is helpful. If you are looking for an accountability partner, I would encourage you to put yourself out there, find someone who is doing what you would like to do, see if they have the time and the mental capacity to commit to someone else to actually be accountable to you. To be accountable is to do check-ins, and sometimes to have to correct you, and sometimes to have to love on you, and it's a lot, right? But this person wants to see you win. At the root of all of this, your accountability partner should be someone who is not threatened by you and who sincerely wants to see you reach your goals, and vice versa. It's not a babysitting, arrangement. It's not, jealousy can't flourish here. Competition only when it's healthy is allowed here. And you have to really take on this person's goal to be a good accountability partner, and vice versa. So if you don't have an accountability partner, it doesn't mean that you can't lose weight or you won't reach your goals, but it would help you tremendously to have one. So I have to go. I have to work, because if you watch the channel, you know that we're losing weight, we're building wealth, we're working on all these different arenas. And so your girl gotta go. But I will see you all on tomorrow's Fitness Friday. Thank you for watching this one, and I appreciate you for tuning in tomorrow. See you same time, same place next week, a little lighter than you are today. Or maybe I should say a little healthier. I don't know.